Ever notice the people screaming she's the problem? Never survived being the truth? Yeah. Watch. You tried to break me, I'm built from the hit. Every low blow added bricks to my shit. You call me the problem cause I never submit. I don't throw stones, I remember who did. Smiling in public, in private you rot. Mad I don't fold when you wanted me not. You copy my brain while you pray that I flop. Still at the top and you still getting blocked. You wanted me small, digestible, quiet, easy to step on, polite in a riot. But I came with teeth, a voice in defiance. Now every move I make feel like violence. Not cause I'm cool, I just don't pretend. I say what happened, you say let's just mend. I don't sweep dirt under rugs for a trend. I don't fake peace, just a kick, fake friend. You built a narrative lies. Hoped I'll collapse under public disguise. But pressure don't crush me, it sharpen my sides. Now every attack just upgrade my design. They call me dramatic for naming the game, but silence only benefits, who's to blame? You scared of receipts, I'm allergic to shame. That's why every time we speak, you deflected my name. False claims, fake outrage, digital smoke. Whole lot of noise from the lies that you wrote. You thought it would bury me, that was the joke. I don't die from rumors, I breathe through the choke. Tried to break me, I'm built from the hit. Every low blow added bricks to my shit. You call me the problem cause I never submit. I don't throw stones, I remember who did. Smiling in public, in private you rot. Man, I don't fold when you wanted me not. You copy my brain while you pray that I flop. Still at the top and you still getting blocked. You stalk what I do like it's part of your job, but swear you don't care, girl, please stop. You rehearsing my life while your own shit drop. Whole personality built off my crop. Me and my man, yeah, you ain't for the core. Weakest move possible, straight to the floor. When you can't beat the woman, you try for her support. But loyalty built what you can't extort. You don't hate me, you hate I don't bend. Hate that your lies didn't give me the end. Hate that I'm still here loud as I've been. Hate that the problem keeps winning again. I don't need sympathy, clout or a pass. I stand on the truth and I stand on your past. You throw dirt on my name, I grow from the ash. Meanwhile you stop recycling trash.
Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Yes, as you can see by the title and what I said in chat, this may piss some people off. But at this point, I give zero fucks. Zero of them, okay? This isn't a their side versus their side. This is a get it the fuck together before it gets fucking worse, okay? Get it the fuck together. So we will be talking about that right after this.
People always say, like, that's not realistic. Not for you, you unwhimsical bitch.
Do the dance, take a chance, start a garden, grow some plants, cut the cord, move the friend. I might have a spell for that. It's a bop, bippity boo, witchy bitches coming through. Pull a card, it's the fool. Brand new vibe, fuck is this? How many times can I meet this cliff? Dare I jump, dare I skip? New beginners always make me itch. With my head held high, let me catch this vibe, let me get some courage, bro. In my thrifted clothes with a brand new flow, tell me what's the dealio? I make it look so easy, my adventure, it pleases me. I might mess up and that's okay, cause I'm a human being. Do the dance, take a chance, start a garden, grow some plants, cut the cord, move the friend. I might have a spell for that. It's a bop, bippity boo, witchy bitches coming through. Pull a card, it's the fool. Check it out.
Bunny, 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 fuck you, where my money, money? I might make your tummy funny. Your refrigerator is ready. I'm the biggest bitch that you ain't never seen. Ask your badass kids haven't heard of me. I'm a great Dane, that hoe was the tree told. The pussy hoe, that shit ain't free. I'm fucking up your Tuesday. I ain't begging, I am Tuesday. Wig is wicked, that's a Tuesday. Laces lifting on your toupee. Wrist on limp, the cake is fruity.
And I would all like my normal people who are normally in here to take notice, right? We usually get about 32 people. We have 52 today because there's 20 extra here because of a pop off, right? So let's just take notice of that. Okay. And I'm really hoping that all of you stay regardless of what this is about because I think you need to fucking listen. All right? I've said it's not about this side versus fucking that side. All right? It's about how the fucking rich are eating goddamn babies and y'all are too concerned about fucking YouTube drama. Excuse the fuck out of me. So, we're going to talk about that today. Okay? Let's talk a little bit about that. Hey Viper, how you doing? Good morning. Like, what the fuck are we doing? Exactly, Tarek. Like, and I get it. When Pizzagate came out, people were like, this shit can't be real. I was one of them. I watched all of that, the fall of Cabal. I was all for it, right? And I'm sitting back like, this shit can't be real. Our government. Good morning. But yeah, like, our government cannot be fucking sacrificing children. Our government cannot be trafficking fucking men and women and children and babies, and it's not happening. We are not angry enough. We are not angry enough. And we're concerned about what's fucking going on drama on YouTube. Like, this is wild to me. Thank you, Viper. Our leaders are protecting monsters. All right? And I don't give a fuck whose side, red side, blue side, fucking green side. I don't give a shit what side you're on. If you support Trump, if you don't, it's disgusting. Why are we protecting these people? It is happening all over the world. I am in such a rabbit hole. It's not just the United States this is happening in, right? Like, it's everywhere. And our own leaders are hiding this shit in other countries because they think it's not going to get back to America if we go do this shit in other countries. What did I miss, Bubbles? What did I miss? If it is, may I suggest one for the taking? What did I miss? I'm sorry, I'm on a rant this morning. Hey Mags, hey Pink, everybody coming in. Like, it's wild. So, yes, Mags, I agree with Half Pint. Your shorts have been giving me life. They are exactly what I've been needing because I don't give a. If you've noticed, I think everybody's noticed. I've been pretty absent, right? You're not seeing me so much in chats. I'm in and out. Like, I don't give a fuck about any of this shit. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Okay? I care about what's going on in the real world. Oh, Beans. Girl. Let's. I don't want to make no real life bets on people that are in real life, you know? Yeah, or privately owned islands. Yep. So I've been pretty absent because I don't give a fuck about anything that's going on YouTube drama. I really don't. I'm more concerned with real life shit. Like, wars are getting ready to fucking break out, right? Like, the United States, every other country's like, fuck them. Okay? We have criminal investigations into the United States from other countries. All right? Do you get that? Other countries are now investigating the United States because of the Epstein files and all the cover-ups that are happening. Do you like, is this sinking in yet how fucking real this is? Like, so we got a little bit, we're going to talk about, we got some TikToks that revolve around that today. We do have some funny ones in between there because sometimes you just need to take a break, right? It gets to be a little much. But we also have some DOJ stuff in here because I am very motherfucking disappointed in the DOJ. Okay, Pam Bondi is a whole piece of shit. And I'm sorry if you like Pam Bondi, but her sitting up there on that stage and not even being able to look at the victims and apologize to them for everything they've been through, disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. So we're going to drag a little bit of that up today. So, oh no. Somebody tell Lilu it's her. It ain't me. Is it me? It ain't me. No, I ain't spinning. Don't you play with me like that. All right, this one says, we can't release all the names or the entire system will collapse. And this is the American people versus the DOJ.
Yo, Dave, your house is on fire.
Let it burn.
Your house is on fire.
Let it burn!
All right. Yo, Dave.
Facts. Burn it all to the fucking ground. All of it. Let it burn.
I'm having panic attacks. All right.
Me explaining to my bestie that I can't keep going to work while our government is run by pedophiles.
Right? The other night I thought I was having a fucking heart attack. I puked in a trash barrel on the way over here. I haven't slept for fucking weeks.
This is how life is right now, okay? If you are the person that I constantly am sending TikToks to, this is your life with me right now, okay? I can't sleep. This is real, y'all. If you aren't losing sleep over the Epstein files, what the fuck is wrong with you?
It's not happening tonight.
When someone asked me if I could start acting less feral and more ladylike.
Tonight. It's not happening tonight.
It ain't happening. Did not. Cinnamon.
Yeah, what do you want? Don't laugh, Arlene. I ain't got time for that shit.
All right, goodbye.
Goodbye.
I'm here. If you ever need anything, call me. Also me after 9 p.m. Right? Like, okay, this is a total crash out, but it's me crashing out over real life fucking things, all right? Not fucking YouTube. So chalk that one up in the book, okay? I think God's next test for me should be, can she handle a ridiculous amount of money? Can we do that? Can God test me with that? I mean, I'm down for the test. Dear Lord Jesus, amen, hallelujah.
I know I love eater. Hello, talking to the hoes, she wanna be, but I'm a feeder. And I never need a nigga.
Amen, hallelujah. Okay, so then we scroll down and we're gonna go. We'll start. Okay, we'll go ahead and start with this. Because if this doesn't show you what our world has come to, okay, where one of the president's biggest supporters is now saying, I don't know, man, we might need to think about this. Maybe we need to think about it.
If I lose followers over this video, good. Watch this clip and I'll be right back.
I think it's really time for the country to get onto something else. It was a conspiracy against me, literally, by Epstein and other people. But I think it's time now for the country to maybe get onto something else.
What would you say to people
like
who feel like they haven't gotten
healthcare
justice, Mr. President?
Something that people care about.
Oh, we care. I'm a conservative and I voted for you, and I care about this more than anything. There are very powerful men in this country doing terrible things to children, walking around like it's all good. Why hasn't anyone been arrested? I don't care what's going on in any other country because I live here in the USA. And I could be wrong, but it seems like our whole country is ran by rich pedophiles who do whatever they want and have no consequences. I voted for you to bring the fucking consequences. You're the president. Do your job. You have all the power. These people should be put to death, or at the very least, put in prison. And you're not just a president. You're a father, and I'm a father. And our job above everything else is to protect our children. Do your fucking job.
Amen. If Adam Calhoun is telling you we have a fucking issue and he is like MAGA all the way, we might have a fucking issue. Hey, sweet tea. So I'm just saying, like, we might need to take notice of that. So then, okay.
Really quickly of my colleague.
This is part of, okay, so the DOJ and the House they're all having a huge trial over the Epstein files. And they're starting to interview people, right? And they've been asking Pam Bondi for a year almost to come sit down and do this. She has refused and refused and refused. Well, they finally have gotten her pinned down. And if you don't know who Pam Bondi is, she is the Attorney General, okay? So she finally has sat down to talk about these Epstein files, and the response was not good. So she was very condescending. She brought with her what she called a burn book that was full of like the people that were going to be questioning her. It was full of like rebuttals against them instead of just sitting and testifying like she was there to do. No, she wanted to fire back with her own burns that had literally nothing to do with the Epstein files, which she was there for. Exactly, Pink. Amen, sister. A fucking man. So this is she's about to get told. And I thought Jasmine Crockett she was amazing. And Jasmine Crockett for fucking president.
Becca Ballant, if she will answer, right or wrong, raping children?
Wrong.
Right or wrong, killing random citizens?
Definitely wrong.
Right or wrong, enriching yourself as the sitting president of the United States?
Definitely wrong.
Okay, thank you, because I probably never would have got that with our witness. Our witness who somehow is a lawyer but does not understand how it works with witnesses. I'm not really sure what law school she went to and what all kind of cases she tried, but typically when you come into a space and somebody's a witness, then they sit there and they answer questions instead of asking questions. And then we also have this objection that we use as lawyers called non-responsive when a witness fails to actually answer the question. But nevertheless, let me address the survivors, because that's exactly who they are. They are not victims, they are survivors. Let me say thank you for having more courage and moral clarity in your pinky fingers than the entire Department of Justice.
Facts.
We are currently the laughing stock of the world, partially because of the failed leadership within the DOJ, as we see kings and queens falling everywhere around the world. But we don't know the basics of right and wrong in this country, because it's not about partisanship. And that's why I applaud Thomas Massey, because he's the only person on the Republican side that has a backbone and knows how to stand up to corruption. But nevertheless, let me keep going. My Democratic colleagues have been attacked this entire committee hearing. They have been lied on. And frankly, the American people weren't looking for that. They were looking for answers about the corruption that they see coming from this administration. In the written testimony of this witness, of this particular witness, she stated that when she took office, she had two main goals. The first was to end the weaponization of justice, and second, to return the department to its core mission. Not only have you lied about both, you've intentionally done the exact opposite. You're spending more taxpayer resources arresting journalists than you are prosecuting pedophiles and creeps. In fact, your boss, the President of the United States, stated that this administration, quote, took the freedom of speech away. And at your direction, DOJ has arrested Don Lemon and Georgia Fort. And I might add that y'all actually had a judge that rejected y'all for trying to arrest Don Lemon before, just like the grand jury rejected y'all as it relates to Senator Kelly, just like a grand jury rejected y'all as it relates to Senator Slotkin, just like the case against Tish James was dismissed and the case against Mr. Comey was dismissed. I completely don't get how it is that you're sitting at the top of DOJ, because you don't seem to be good at your job. You're spending more taxpayer resources arresting these journalists. In fact, we know after Georgia Fort and Don Lemon were arrested, we know that there were homes of journalists that were raided. We know that threatened prosecution against students protesting your actions and forced tech companies to remove apps used to track ISIS activities. But let's circle back to you protecting pedophiles and creeps, because I want to talk about the president and his possible involvement with Jeffrey Epstein. Now, I don't know what the president might have done with Jeffrey Epstein, but unlike this administration, I believe that facts matter. So let's talk about the facts. Fact number one, Donald Trump is one of the most named people in the Epstein files. At least 5,000 files contains more than 38,000 references to Trump, his wife, or Mar-a-Lago. Fact number two, Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell made young girls available to Trump on multiple occasions. For example, according to this file, Ghislaine Maxwell presented a young girl to President Trump who spent more than 20 minutes apparently flirting with her. Here's another example. This shows notes from FBI investigators that describe Jeffrey Epstein transporting a victim to Mar-a-Lago to meet with President Trump, where he bragged to Trump that, quote, this is a good one. Now, I'm not saying that the president is a pedophile, but there is a lot of evidence in these files that suggests that he's very close friends with a lot of men who are pedophiles. What's crazy about all of this is just that this is a big cover-up. And this administration is engaged in it. In fact, this administration is complicit. But there are numerous others, like how the DOJ is attempting to obstruct justice in the investigation of the rogue agents who have murdered American citizens, or how the DOJ seized voter data from Fulton County in an attempt to steal the 2026 midterm elections, or how federal agents have Tom Homan on tape accepting a bribe and your agency killed the investigation, or how your agency is ready to give the president a $230 million payday, which is unconstitutional. The Constitution is clear. The president shall not receive any payment except his salary while in office. The fact of the matter is that you will be remembered as one of the worst attorney generals in history, an attorney general who has prioritized obstruction over justice, corruption over the law, fealty to the president over loyalty to the Constitution. And Mr. Chairman, I will yield quickly of my.
Amen. Like, I don't give a shit what side you are on politically. I do not give a fuck. Okay, this is my stance. All right. And I agree with about 98% of everything she said there. Like, you are protecting pedophiles. Our government is protecting pedophiles. And you know the reason why we're not going to get the rest of the files? Pam Bondi says that it would dismantle our government. And what the fuck are we waiting on? Get them out. Get all of them. Get them all out. Let's start fresh. Every single one of them. Good morning, Rosie. Hey, May. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, so get them all out. Why are we playing? Just do it. So, and then I thought this right here was a very good message. And this is from a retired major from the 82nd Airborne Division. He's going to introduce himself and tell you about himself, but I just thought that, I don't know, his message touched me, and I was like, maybe I should share this with other people who also, were in service, and so that way they could hear another message from another veteran.
This message is to Mr. President Donald Trump and to every general and political appointee sitting in his military cabinet. My name is Major Retired Richard Ojeda, and I wore this nation's uniform and fought this nation's wars for 24 years. I'm speaking to you as a combat soldier who understands orders and understands lines that you do not cross. Last week, one of your senior military commanders was asked in a congressional hearing about using military force inside the United States against American citizens. And he said if an order came down to do so, he would carry out that order. On my back, I've got the names of 13 of my brothers who never returned home from war. I want you to hear me loud and clear when I say this. They did not die for this. They did not die so the President of the United States could label people who disagree with him as domestic terrorists and enemies from within. The real enemy is any person in leadership that tries to turn the weapons of war on the American citizens and calls it patriotism. So when you say the enemy is within, Mr. President, you're right. The enemy of our Constitution is sitting inside the Oval Office. I've seen war. I've picked up a rifle and manned a post. I know exactly what the enemy looks like when this nation is under attack. So when I hear what's coming out of your White House right now, I recognize it better than most because I've seen this con job before. I saw it when it was time to lace up our boots and when politicians like you needed a story strong enough to send young men and women into hell and call it service. I watched communities get wiped out over weapons of mass destruction that didn't exist. Millions of people lost their lives because our leaders were willing to put people in harm's way over a lie. I remember the faces. I remember the fear. I remember the kids. And I remember what it's like when you return home and realize it was all for nothing. I know the weight that it carries to realize that the government you once believed in, bled for, and fought for sent you into battle over a lie. But not one time, not one damn time, when I was standing in the line of fire, did I look to my left or my right and ask my brother how he voted before I decided if I would defend him. Now you're taking that same logic, the logic that collapses nations, and you're trying to turn it against Americans on American soil. You're trying to make people afraid to speak, afraid to protest, afraid to disagree with you in the name of terrorism and patriotism. And I'm not going to sit by and watch you bring home the very thing we were sent overseas to fight. One day my time on this earth will be over, and I'm going to see my brothers again. And when I do, I want to be able to look them in the eye and say, I upheld the oath. I defended the principles we bled for, and I didn't stay quiet while America turned on itself. My brothers that did not return home were not suckers and losers like you once said. They were men of honor who served this nation and upheld their oath to protect and defend the Constitution. And I carry their sacrifice with me every single day. That's why today I'm calling on every military veteran, active duty service member, Guard, Reserve, Commander, and Gold Star family across this nation. Remember your oath. We did not take an oath to a president. We did not take an oath to a political party. We took an oath to the Constitution of the United States to defend this country against all enemies, foreign and domestic. And if any of my brothers were here today, they would be sickened by what this country is being asked to accept. To every active duty service member, stand up. Remember your oath. To every veteran across this nation, our oath does not die with retirement. We have a duty to uphold it at all costs. And to every military commander, I want you to remember Nuremberg. I was just following orders isn't a defense for war crimes. And to you, Mr. President, we don't defend America by hunting Americans. We defend America by protecting American citizens, even when it comes to protecting them from our own president. We're not going to drop bombs on nonprofits because you don't agree with them. We aren't going to treat American citizens like military targets just because you don't like what they say about you. And we're not going to let anyone steal the freedoms that our brothers and sisters bled and died for on the battlefield. Not even you, Mr. President. Sappers clear the way, airborne all the way.
I don't know, like, I felt his message. Like, he's a good public speaker because, boy, I felt it in my soul. So, and let me see what our next one is here. All right. This is one of my favorite news ladies on the TikToks. She keeps it interesting and breaks it down to where you can understand it.
Pam Bondi just dropped some big information during this very contentious hearing in front of the House Judiciary Committee. And I know there's a lot of yelling going on. You need to put that aside. It's theater, it's noise. Now, there are actually two pieces of news that just came out of this hearing. Number one has to do with whether anyone else is going to be charged or investigated when it comes to Jeffrey Epstein's crimes. And the other has to do with the DOJ's investigation into those other people. So let's start with Pam Bondi dropping this big nugget of information, and no one seems to be paying attention to it.
Now, pay attention, because I didn't catch this when I watched the hearing, okay? But when I watched this TikTok, I was like, holy shit, I didn't catch that. So make sure you're paying attention.
Listen.
I want to know, will anyone besides her or Epstein, which I congratulate President Trump's previous administration and this Department of Justice for continuing all of that, but that they were indicted, but will anyone else be indicted and prosecuted under this, given the information that's in front of us?
We have pending investigations in our office.
Time the gentleman has expired.
Wait, what? For the last year, we have heard from the FBI director that there are no other co-conspirators who could possibly be prosecuted because the FBI didn't have any evidence to follow up on. And just a few weeks ago, Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche, who is Pam Bondi's number 2, said this was all over. There was nothing left to do and no more prosecutions were going to come. So now all of a sudden there are pending investigations? Of who? For what? And what happened to no one else is going to be prosecuted because there wasn't enough evidence? Now all of a sudden there's evidence? There are a lot of questions in there. But what we do know is evidence didn't come from at least some of the Epstein survivors who were actually in the room sitting right behind Pam Bondi. And this was a powerful moment.
Now, would the survivors and victims who are here please stand up one more time? Just by show of hands, how many of you or your loved ones actually have met with the Department of Justice and provided testimony and estimate and evidence? None. And of those of you who have not met, which is everyone, how many of you have reached out either individually or through a lawyer or representative to offer to provide testimony and evidence? All of them. And now those of you, all of you who have reached out, how many of you were denied or ignored by the Department of Justice? All of them. And despite the shameful and despicable efforts by Ms. Bondi and her department to intimidate you, how many of you are still willing to speak to the Department of Justice? All of them. Well, Ms. Bondi, it looks like you have some more witnesses to talk
expired.
Okay, there are a handful of pretty prominent Epstein survivors who just stood up and said they have not even met with the Department of Justice or provided any evidence of what happened to them, even though they tried. In fact, they just said they have been ignored. So if the DOJ hasn't talked to the victims, what exactly are they investigating? How could they investigate? How could this even be? Pam Bondi never answered that. Pam Bondi.
So you're telling me, exactly, Pink, you put a pacifier in our fucking mouths, but you haven't talked to a single victim that was in that room. Even though they've been reaching out to you, wanting to talk to the Department of Justice. And not a single one of them has been interviewed. Like, if this doesn't make you fucking outraged, that victims are being intimidated by the Department of Justice and not even spoken to like they're trash, if it doesn't piss you off, what the fuck is wrong with you? I am judging you. Abso-fucking-lutely. This is our government. Like, are we serious? Hey, honeybee. We're discussing some pretty serious topics this morning, honeybee. So, it is. You know that there's still more files to release, and we're not getting them now, Pink Warrior, because the more we get them, the more it dismantles our government. Yeah, so they're just gonna, we don't get the rest. Like, are you serious? You're serious right now. I can't, like, and if you don't, at this point, if you don't, like, laugh, you fucking bawl your eyes out. Like, or get angry, right? It's laughter, hate, or crying. Like, it's crazy to me. So, and then this talks a little bit about Miss Bondi's burn book that she brought with her. So, we're going to get to see a little bit about that.
Kash Patel under oath said Trump's name appears less than 100 times in the files. We now know that's not true. Trump's name appears more times in the Epstein files than God's name appears in the book about God. Okay, by the way, this is the Trump Bible. Move over, King James. Now, Madam Attorney General, I have like 25 seconds left. So because I'm curious, and I'd like to see you flip to the Jared Moskowitz section of the binder. I'm interested to see what staff provided on the oppo on me. And because we're in the Olympics, I'm going to give it a grade. I just want to see how good it is. So give me your best one.
So first of all, nothing is funny about mocking the Bible and holding up a Trump Bible. That's what you did. You made a joke, and I find offense to that. That's all I have to say.
I want it from the burn book.
Shame.
I want it from the burn book. Which is the best one? What you got?
Has expired. The gentleman from Wisconsin's recognition.
Kash Patel.
What I get out of that is, at the beginning, he literally said,
under oath said Trump's name appears less than 100 times in the files. We now know that's not true. Trump's name appears more times in the Epstein files than God's name appears in the book about God.
Okay, and her response to that was, "You're making fun of the Bible." What? Did you just skip over the whole first part about Kash Patel lying to us? What? Are you serious? No, you're just going to skip over that whole first part and be outraged about the comment about the Bible. Are you... See, what? Have a good day, Lilu. Like, are we serious right now? So, and then to take a small little laugh break, let's watch a cutesy video.
Albert! If he eats my roof, that's going to be the most expensive meal I've ever had.
This is why women hate men. We're flashy and stupid at the same time.
He's about to become a Facebook memory post.
Get your decorative ass off my roof.
Like, it needs to be soft. I don't want it to hurt him.
These birds have zero survival skills and too much confidence.
This is why dinosaurs went extinct.
Come on, I raised you better than this.
No, I didn't actually.
You ain't nothing but a fancy roof pigeon. Just because you're pretty doesn't mean you're invincible, Albert. This is proof that beauty and intelligence never come packaged together.
Got 2 brain cells and they're fighting for 3rd place.
Get your pecan loving ass down. Why do you look so confused? You got yourself up there.
Does anyone have suggestions on how to get a peacock off your roof?
Can you please come down? We got a football or something so we can encourage you to come down with. It's a good thing you're pretty, because if you were a chicken, you'd go in the refrigerator. Get down. Albert!
God, they're pretty, but they're dumb. I need a roof peacock too, honeybee. I do. And just like this dumbass comment up here in the chat, like, are you serious right now? I'm talking about real life fucking events, and you're bringing it back to fucking YouTube drama. Are you have derangement? You have a YouTube derangement syndrome. I think you all need a fucking break and to go touch some goddamn grass. It is nice outside today, okay? Go touch some grass. Go sit outside and at least watch the TikToks and the YouTubes, all right? Experience some real world, because I don't give a fuck about anything going on YouTube. I really don't. I really do not. I don't think you guys get that. I am so fucking detached from any of this bullshit drama. I don't think you get it. I'm done. Like, I've been done for weeks now. Do you not see that? Or are you too wrapped up that you don't see that I'm literally fucking missing? I pop in, I say hello, I'm fucking out. I may be the next fucking traders in this motherfucker. Okay? Like, the real world shit is worth more to me than any of this fucking drama. Where the fuck is Nancy? Okay? Where the fuck is Nancy? Why? Where the fuck is Nancy? That's what y'all should be giving a fuck about. Why is our government so goddamn corrupt? That's what y'all should be giving a fuck about. Why do we have victims who haven't even been fucking asked questions about the goddamn Epstein shit, and y'all worried about fucking YouTube? Like, y'all wild. Beans, I'm like, I am so out. Where the fuck is Nancy? Y'all worried about goddamn shit like that. We got a missing granny on our hands. She didn't do nothing. It's wrong. All right. Y'all wrong for that. Okay, so let's skip up to, all right, let's watch this one because she cracks me up. This is the first lady in this, gets me every time. But this is a clip of older ladies and gentlemen, and they're going to give us some perspective into life.
What would you tell yourself in 5 years?
What will I tell myself?
Yeah, like what do you want to tell yourself
If
in 5
I'm
years?
still alive at 91,
yeah,
I want to die.
Happy birthday to you.
Well, thank you very much. I hope this is my last.
Would you like to bring the cake?
And I wonder why I'm living so long. You know, I can't imagine why I'm living so long. She died.
Oh my God.
Oh God.
Hey, don't, that boy is sitting in the back seat. He's not a little. Shit. What? What?
Granny, what are you doing?
I'm having a cookie.
Granny, they're dog treats.
No, no.
Oh, blow it out.
What the fish you doing?
Oh, fuck.
Nothing. I'm eating fucking chicken, motherfucker.
Where you got this chicken from?
The refrigerator.
What would you tell yourself in
God, I love it. Older people have no motherfucking filters. I love it. Hey, disorderly conduct. Yeah, they have zero filters. I can't wait till I'm old and my give a fuck is like completely busted. Exactly, Beans. If you think I'm feral now, wait till I get old. Can you imagine when my give a fuck busts? Like, now I understand why my grandma was the way she was, you know? Like, I get it. It absolutely makes sense. You are nowhere. You might think your give a fuck is busted, Cinnamon, but you ain't that old yet. You stop it. Like, you just, I can't wait. Pink, I hope it's glorious. I'm so excited. All right, so this is another good one. Okay, so I am a undercover Sean Ryan watcher. Okay. I don't agree with everything that Sean Ryan has said in the past. I mean, a lot of the stuff he says, like, it's not, I just don't agree with, but there's things that he says that I do. So I do watch him because it's nice to see that other perspective and to sit back and think, am I viewing this wrong? And Sean really helps me to do that. So when Sean Ryan comes out and makes a message like this, I pay attention.
I think it's all real. I think we all knew it was going to be horrific, and we don't even know the half of it, but it is worse than we were all expecting. But I'll tell you one thing that it has proved. Watching the administration dodge it and try to hurry it up and move along. I just saw today they don't think the American people should be talking about this anymore.
I think it's really time for the country to get onto something else. Really. Now that nothing came out about me.
Well, I got news for you. The American people are the ones that voted you in. We're the ones that voted you in, and we told you what we wanted before your ass got in there. And you're not doing it. None of these people that we elected. It's pathetic. And so what it shows is a two-tiered justice system, just like we all suspected and we've been talking about for years. The two-tier justice system. Why would you not investigate every single son of a bitch that went to that island? Doesn't mean they're all guilty. Doesn't mean that at all. But it at least calls for some type of investigation, not just sweeping the shit under the rug like they always do. And they always have done. They bat this shit around. They get people all fired up. And then there's no justice. None. I'll tell you what, though. There sure as hell would be if it would have been me and you. But nope. The political elites answer to no one. No one. That's how it goes. That's how it's been for a long, long time. Unbelievable. You know, I don't even see right or left, Republican, Democrat, black, white. I don't see any of that shit anymore. I see good and I see a whole lot of evil. And those are the two categories that we need to be concerned about.
They are legitimately, proactively protecting. They are protecting by redacting the abuser's name. The White House, listen up, everybody. The White House is protecting. You hear that? They're protecting. That's what they're doing.
I think it's all real.
They are not the only one, Pink Warrior. I'm hearing that France has also launched an investigation into the Epstein files and the participants. So I don't think Charlie's too far off on him saying like he feels a World War III, because a lot of people are fed up with America. People that we considered allies are no longer our allies. Is it okay? Yep, France. Okay, yep. Yeah, so like it's getting scary out there. Like, and I just want to, like, if any like world leaders are out there listening to my little old YouTube channel, like, I'm me. I don't support none of this shit. Like, I just want to be me and chill and, be fat and happy and sassy in America and have good health care, and I don't want none of that other shit, okay? So that's all I want to say. And I want to make a public statement that I am not slidle, okay? I'm very happy and I am healthy and my brake lines are good, all right? Like, I just had some vehicle repairs. We are all good there. They did a full checkup. No accidents should happen to me, all right? Okay? I just want to make that very known. So, we're good here, all right? So, if something happens to me, question everything, all right? Random, but some Albanian mob boss has also randomly shown up in my ticker talker, and I'm a bit concerned. Oh no. Thank you, Cassandra, for noting that. You are the beloved ghost of note taking, and I appreciate that. So, thank you. And search for me because I didn't run away. Exactly. So, let's listen to a nerd break down some of all of this for us in a way that we can understand it.
Hey, it's Anthony. So it's been just over a week since we got the second batch of the Epstein files. And while the process of reviewing...
And this was made 6 days ago. So we just recently got the second batch. So we were hoping we'd get the rest, but from what we're being told, it's a big fuck you from Pam Bondi and the DOJ. So
the over 3 million files is still ongoing. One thing is already very, very clear, that the Epstein files are full of the names of the rich and powerful, and nobody's name features in them more than Donald Trump's. Let's talk about it. Now, there is too much information for one video, so we're going to do this in parts over the next few days. And where better to start than with Trump himself? We now know that Donald Trump's name appears in the currently released unredacted Epstein files over 1 million times, according to Representative Jamie Raskin, who was able to review the unredacted files for a short time with other members of Congress recently. During that time, Raskin searched the entire database for Trump's name and got over 1 million hits. And considering that there are about 3.5 million files currently released, which, mind you, is still only about half of what the DOJ claims to have, that means that Trump's name appears in roughly every fourth file on average. And that's just his name, not even other references to Trump, which could be 7 or 8 times higher, according to an earlier report released by the New York Times a few days ago, which reported that in the redacted version of the files, his name appears over 5,000 times, while references to him, such as mentions of Melania or Mar-a-Lago, appear over 38,000 times. If that ratio holds true in the unredacted files as well, we could be looking at over 1 million mentions of Trump's name and upwards of 7 million references to Trump in just 3.5 million files. That's not a number that indicates coincidence or casual acquaintance. That's not a number that indicates, as the DOJ has claimed, poor attempts to frame Trump in the files. That's a number so high that it indicates, without any other context, that Trump and Epstein were intricately and pervasively woven together in their dealings. That is a number that indicates that Donald Trump was either Epstein's #1 client or that Epstein was his. More to come. Hey.
So this is Anthony, and if you are into any of this like I am and also have a TikTok, he breaks it down for us in ways that we can understand, regardless of the numbers portion. It makes it easier for me if I watch it, like I watched the hearing, right? And then after I watched the hearing, I went and I found people who were kind of breaking it down in different political aspects, right? So I watched both people on both sides kind of break it down. And a lot of people felt the same. Like Pam Bondi really embarrassed the entire Department of Justice. It was pretty disgusting. So it was pretty unanimous that Pam Bondi, she fucked up. So, and I'm pretty sure we got more of that. Right here. This was another good one from the hearing.
Vermont. Was the president aware of Secretary Lutnick's ties to Epstein when he chose him to lead the Department of Commerce? Was he aware?
Chris Malin was a Border Patrol agent.
Okay, so I'm going to conclude that the president, in fact, did know about his ties because he was the next door neighbor.
Shame on you.
Oh, for goodness sakes.
You're
This
from
is
a tiny,
pathetic.
beautiful
This is
state.
pathetic, Mr.
Committee will be
Chair.
in order.
I am not asking trick questions here. The
You got your
American
5
people have a right to know the answers to this. These are senior officials in the Trump administration. This is not a game, Secretary.
I'm Attorney General.
My apologies, I couldn't tell.
Ouch! Yikes!
By 2008, we knew that Epstein was a convicted sexual abuser. And we now know that Lutnick went to Epstein's Island in 2012. How was that not a deal breaker for the president? Vermont. Was the president aware of Secretary Lutnick's ties to Epstein when he chose him to lead the Department of Commerce?
Y'all, she got her with a zanger. She said, I'm sorry, I couldn't tell. My apologies, I couldn't tell. Ouch. Yikes. So, and then here was another one from that same hearing. Oh, did they mute this?
Deserve special treatment and prison.
I thought they muted the sound on me. I was about to be like, oh, you motherfuckers are censoring shit. But no, it somehow got muted on my end.
Attorney General Bondi, does a convicted sex offender like Ghislaine Maxwell deserve special treatment and and privileges in prison? Yes or no?
Let me be crystal clear on this. No. And
Thank you.
let me keep going. No, let me keep going.
Perfect. Well, I
did not know she was being transferred.
I asked you yes or no.
She was not transferred to a lower
Mr. Chairman,
level.
please stop the clock and remind the witness of the rules. One rule she needs to
And I'm
understand
glad
here.
that we're agreeing. So when we're agreeing, we can move on to some other things.
When
But
we're
I
not
want you to
agreeing,
know that every time she does get these perks, and it's been publicly reported, that the folks she's abused, the survivors who are sitting here, they see themselves as being denied justice. They feel re-traumatized. And I'm glad that we agree on that. But she should not be in that prison. And she needs to be moved back to a maximum security prison as soon as possible. But what she has told another committee here is that she won't cooperate with them unless she gets clemency from Donald Trump. It's just crazy to consider that she can be wielding this kind of influence within the administration.
Facts. What the fuck are we? Clemency, bitch? You want clemency? No, I think we go with disorderly conducts. I think we just do that. And then, but we let the American people do it. No government involved, right? Like they can stand on the sidelines and make sure nothing questionable is happening. But like, let the American people do that to her and we'll get the real fucking answers. Okay? Put her in there with a group of pissed off mom or dads or the victims, you know, put her in there with them and let's see if we don't get a little bit of the truth out of her, you know?
But that begs the question, who ordered her to be transferred to the minimum security prison that she was ineligible for? Who signed off on the special privileges? Was it Mr. Blanche? Was it one of your other subordinates? So please, Can you tell us who sent her there, since you don't agree she should be there?
I said I do not agree she should receive special treatment. She was transferred, I learned after the fact, to the same level facility, and that is a question for the Bureau of Prisons. I was not involved in that at all. The same level facility, I don't know why, but you know, instead of talking about Ghislaine Maxwell, who hopefully will die in prison, you should be talking about Irina Zarutska.
I have a couple of
died
other
on a subway.
Right, and I absolutely...
You don't talk about that.
Okay, so let's bring up someone who was murdered by an illegal immigrant in this. What the fuck are we doing? This has nothing to do with that. Okay, this and that are two different things. Pam Bondi, why? She asked you a direct question and you were like, well, what about this? Yes, it's fucking tragic. And the person that did it was they were sentenced for their crime. So why the fuck are we bringing it up? Deflection at its best. Absolutely. Like, what? This has nothing to do with that. What about isms? What about... It's not even in the same field. What was she thinking? Who literally was like, go out there and just deflect everything? Because you gave her the worst fucking advice ever. Why, Lenny? Yeah, they always go there. It's the illegals. The illegals caused the Epstein files. Yep. The immigrants. It's all the immigrants' fault because the Epstein files. Yep. Epstein was a piece of shit. All the government officials are a piece of shit. All the billionaires are pieces of shit. We got celebrities that are pieces of shit. But nope, it's the illegals. Blame it on the illegals. Good morning, Mama T. Mama T will be going live in just about an hour. So we will be heading over there. Amen, Lenny. You get it. You're only important if you're red rum by an immigrant. Like, are we serious right now? It's the immigrants' fault. Blame the immigrants. I stubbed my toe yesterday. It's an immigrant's fault.
I have been talking about it and actually helping with these issues, but we're going to move back to you.
I bet we are.
Yes, of course, because you're here to testify. That's what the whole point of this endeavor is. So of course we're moving back to you. It is all about you. So as we've heard, she took the fifth in response to every single question in that committee hearing. And her lawyer dangled the offer of clemency. Should Donald Trump pardon or commute her sentence? Should she be released from prison? Yes or no? You said you hope she dies there, so I'm hoping the answer is no.
I already answered that question.
Good. I'm very glad. I really like this bipartisan agreement about what should happen.
With you, but you don't want to talk about Irina Zarutska. You don't want to talk about...
I talk about
murder.
her.
And here we go again.
All
by
the
a
time,
violent crime
but I am not here to testify before Congress. You are. That is your job today. That's what you're getting paid for.
With attack.
So I want you to know.
Mama T is pushing her live an hour. So, yay. We will not be live all the way up until Mama T goes live. I can almost probably guarantee that.
That your own DOJ employee, he's recently been demoted and had some other problems, advises on pardons. Do you think he will be advising Mr. Trump on any kind of clemency or pardon for Ghislaine Maxwell?
I'm not going to speculate, and you couldn't even identify properly. That's why you don't want to talk about Irina Zarutska. You couldn't identify her relative.
I absolutely
it's embarrassing.
Have been, and her family, by the way, appreciates all of the condolences, all of the help, everything that our law enforcement in North Carolina has been doing to help her family. Her family feels well treated. Thank you, and I yield back.
Michelle Lady yields back. Gentleman.
Attorney General.
Like, what a piece of shit, bruh. This wasn't about that. This wasn't about that. And you made it about that because the immigrants. You know, it's whatevs, the immigrants. So, and then here's another Sean Ryan video. This is from his podcast. He has a podcast here on YouTube. It is called I think it's called the Sean Ryan Podcast. You can find him on TikTok. He is all over the place. So,
How many files are there?
There's 300 megabits is what Kash Patel said, the FBI director, and they've released 1 so far megabit. So it's like they've released less than 1%.
So
less than 1%. Okay. Now we just got another drop after this was made. Okay. We did get another drop. So, but even compared to that, we probably have 2% now. And we're not going to get any more, just so you know. You know, they've already said we're not getting any more because the more we get, the more it's going to bring down the government. Oh, well, fuck yeah. What are we waiting on?
Oh, how is that legal? Isn't it illegal what they're doing?
Well, it's illegal. It's obstruction of justice. A new president could prosecute them for what they're doing. They realize this, and that's why Pam Bondi has now said to the judge, okay, we have millions more documents we need to release. We need more time. And so
why do they need time? It's a fucking digital file. Why do you need time?
So they've got actually 2/3 of the Southern District of New York attorneys working on this, apparently.
They needed time to redact the fucking perpetrators' names and not redact the fucking victims' names. Because that's what we got with this latest drop, right? Was all of the victims unredacted while we're protecting and redacting pedophiles' fucking names. That's what they needed time for. Okay? That's what the fuck they needed time for. Nothing else. And to hide shit. Like, you could have just literally put it in a fucking huge server and just let everybody go fucking read through it, right? But no, you had to fuck with this shit so badly that now we don't know what's up and down as Americans. And you wanted it that way. So I'm going to let you guys listen to this while I go refresh my coffee.
Working on what?
On redactions. Look, they need to look for some redactions, which is the survivors. But you know what? They've released some files with the survivors' names, but not the people who abused the survivors' names. So they're claiming that they've got to get the survivors' names out. Fine.
They're legitimate. They are legitimately, proactively protecting pedophiles.
They are protecting pedophiles at this point.
By redacting the abusers' names.
By
the White House, listen up, everybody. The fucking White House is protecting pedophiles. You hear that? They're fucking protecting pedophiles. That's what the fuck they're doing.
And they're doing it because these people are rich, because they were donors, because they're powerful politicians. Look, I don't want to stoke baseless allegations, but it's clear to me that there's been some connections to foreign governments.
Which foreign governments?
Well, there's connections of certainly in the files to Israel. We need to know what those connections are. There have been questions and connections to Russia and the Russian oligarchs. We need to know what that information is. And from survivors' lawyers, they're saying there are other national security agencies involved. I mean, think about it. How does Epstein, as a school teacher, end up with $500 million?
It's a great question.
He didn't invent AI. You know, he's not like those founders who come to you doing some tech company. He's there and he's getting money from all these people. And he's got this ring of sex trafficking going on where he's farming out girls to different people. And he's having these parties on Epstein's rape island. Like, how is this not the biggest scandal that you got these rich, powerful people in our society who think they get to play by their own set of rules? You know what upsets me, what pisses me off is people like you go and take all this risk with your life in Iraq, in Afghanistan. The guys who, whatever you think of Venezuela, the guys who took the risk of their lives with that, they have this honor to the country, sacrifice for our values. And you got rich and powerful people who think they've made a bunch of money, who can exploit American girls or girls who are girls of immigrants and have no consequence and get away with it. It's un-American. It's the most un-American, selfish thing that totally degrades the service of people who do things, honorable things like wear the military uniform and serve the nation. And that's why I want to stick it to them. This whole Epstein class needs to go. And to me, this is the biggest issue in American politics. I mean, I'm biased because it's something I've devoted now a lot of my life to. But if we're going to allow rich and powerful people to do whatever they want in this country, and what's more elite impunity than abusing a young girl, if you're going to allow that, then you don't have a country. You don't have values. You don't have a democracy.
Mm-hmm. How many
I am. A lot of people say that I'm crazy when I say that I don't think that Epstein is gone. I really don't. There's literal papers where he's told in writing what he wants done to him upon his death. Like, he wanted to be frozen and brought back when what do you call it? Cryogenically frozen. Like, I don't think he's gone. I'm sorry. Amen, Midnight Baker. God, I knew I loved you for a reason. I knew I loved you before. Okay, we're done here. See, I don't know. So there's been a lot of, and I have not looked into this myself, so I'm not going to confirm nor deny. I have not looked into it. I've been way too far deep into other rabbit holes to really give a shit about this one certain one. Okay, so in the pictures that were dropped of in the files, there's millions of pictures. Okay, so if you look at them where he's shirtless, he has a tribal tattoo on his arm. Now, in the autopsy pictures, there is no tribal armband on his tattoo on his arm. Did he have it removed? I don't know. I haven't dug into that. So, but that's what I've been seeing a lot the last couple days is where's the tattoo? So, I don't know. I shall not confirm or deny. This is just conversation, speculation, but that's the new go around. I was kind of thinking the same thing, and with a body that is deceased, you kind of see all that better, the scarring on people's bodies, and so I thought that would stick out more, that it was removed. So I do not know. I'm not confirming nor denying. If you want to look into that yourselves, I will eventually, but right now I'm in a whole separate rabbit hole. So I can only focus on one rabbit hole at a time. All right. I do have a real life. Yes, I've been seeing the same thing. I've been seeing that same thing. I don't know. So, like I said, I have not, and conspiracies are wild. They're everywhere. And you really got to be careful with this file stuff because now people are making AI to make it even worse than you don't need to AI this, right? It was so bad. I wish people would stop doing that because that does put doubt in people's heads when they run across the real shit that happened. Like in these emails, okay, so it's, I don't want to tell you the wrong site. Okay. Okay, it is the right one. So if you go to Jmail, J, the letter J, mail.world, okay, this is where you will find a full list of the entire Epstein files, okay? It breaks it down for you into an email format. It makes everything very simple. This is where I have been going to read the files, and I have downloaded a lot because they are pulling stuff down from the actual DOJ website. If you go there to read the files, you're not going to find all of them because they have been pulling down and redacting info. Hey, April. So I have been using this Gmail, and because they're downloading everything and re-uploading, so we're not losing info through the DOJ, because there's about 10 pictures that people noticed in the last couple days that were on there that have now been removed. So thank God people out there are getting all of this before they're pulling them down off the DOJ. An independent investigation into his unaliving was launched by his brother, and it was revealed that he was red. Yeah, I can see that. There's a lot of people that wanted that man gone. So, and then this, I do have a little bit about because Ghost had some questions about the Jmail World website. And where's that video? I saved it for him to watch, and I wanted to show you guys, but now I can't freaking find it. Is it gone? Did they take her video? Oh no. I think they took her video. So this girl reached out. She had a lot of questions about the Jmail.world website. So she reached out to the creator. It is 12 like Harvard tech students. They put this all together in an easier format for Americans, and so that way the DOJ couldn't take down certain files. They've been working on this since last year when the first drop of files we got happened. And it's gone. No, it was so informational. I knew they would take it. I should have downloaded it. TikTok has been taking so much. I know. I hope she puts it back up. Let me grab this for Bubbles. Okay, let me play this for her. Let's see if it works. Cinnamon, I'm telling you, it's wild. That's why, like, I've been deep diving that whole site. Like, there's shit that I will never get out of my head. Ever. Ever.
I close my eyes, heaven help me. When you call my name, it's like a little prayer. I'm down on my knees. I wanna take you there in the midnight hour. I can feel your power. Just You whisper softly to me, you're in control, just like a child. Now I'm dancing.
Bean sent this video in and she says, play this. I just became religious. Well, look at you becoming religious. I am so proud of you. So proud. Amen. Praise Jesus. Hallelujah. Well, son of a bitch. No, of course you exited out of my screen. Of course. So, let me pull you back up. Yes, I love him. Aaron, I love Aaron. I love Aaron. He is probably one of my favorite independent news people. I love him. Pink, you girl, we on that level. He is, yes, he's one of my favorites. So I think I might actually have one from him in here. Maybe not this far up, but while we are on the topic still, I want to play. We'll play this one.
Now,
Okay, so I know that not a lot of people are a fan of Candace Owens. Especially because she is not a fan of Erica Kirk. And I get some people feel a way about that. But she also has some big feelings about the Epstein files. And when it comes to the Epstein portion, I agree with her fully. Some of the other stuff, maybe not so much. But that's what we're here for today. We're not here for that other stuff. We're here for this. So we're going to play it.
In case you did not pay attention to what was termed Pizzagate back in 2016, the short of it is that the DNC email server got hacked, and off of those emails, they were published publicly by Julian Assange WikiLeaks, and there was a strange amount of references to pizza parties, grown adult men, government employees, men, referring to pizza in ways and within a context that made it seem as though they obviously were not referring to literal pizza, having had parties on ranches and referring to pizza. I'm going to give you an example here. This email went to John Podesta. It was sent to him from someone named Catherine Tate. These are very old, obviously, or else we would have hidden her email. She writes, "Hi, John. The realtor found a handkerchief. I think it has a map that seems pizza related. Is it yours? They can send it if you want. I know you're busy, so feel free not to respond if it's not yours or you don't want it." Also, weird specific orders of pizza and hot dogs. That was the beginning of that entire scandal that they tried to downplay and pretend that it was crazy. Well, I should let you know the FBI has already formally acknowledged that pizza is used as a code word amongst. So that's not an illusion. That's real. No conspiracy needed. Epstein emails, people are diving back in there. What are we to make of these 900 plus emails referring to pizza in real ways? You guys can look through these yourself. Okay. Of course, there are the Jeffrey Epstein emails, some emails which we're never going to see, and photos that we're never going to see regarding people, calls to people. I'm sure they're going to explain this away. Everybody's joking all the time. Todd Blanche has already come out and said that they're sparing us the videos. So we should just assume that there are graphic videos that pertain to based on his statement. And I'm going to pivot here to just one example of a very strange email, which was covered by James Lee. Take a listen.
Why is this name redacted? You would think the DOJ would want to investigate someone who sent an email to Jeffrey Epstein saying, quote, "I give you permission to him." Well, thankfully for all of us, the DOJ sucks at their job. And there's actually another version of that email that is less redacted, or more accurately, poorly redacted. Check this out. "I give you permission to him. He is apparently with Olga. He lied to you. He lied to me." And you can kind of make out the name here to be one Susan Hamblin. Here's an enhanced image. You could read right there, Susan Hamblin. So who is Susan Hamblin? Well, she is evidently a financial advisor and founder of the adoption agency Kids to Families. Looks like the agency no longer exists, but I was able to find this archive in the...
So you mean to tell me that an adoption agency is in the Epstein files? Okay. And we're going to touch on that here in a second, because not only are there adoption agencies, there are many other things tied to this in a weird fucking way. So we're going to talk about that too, but let's finish this one.
Wayback Machine. At this point, we still don't know who Olga is, but according to reporting, it says that the only time the name has come up in the Epstein case is when his former lawyer, Alan Dershowitz, recounted getting a massage from a woman of the same name at Epstein's place. Now, interestingly, a few years ago, Susan Hamblin sued News Group Newspapers, the publisher of The Sun, who had printed that Susan Hamblin had groomed and procured a 16-year-old woman to be abused by Epstein and told her that Epstein would her and her family if she told anyone what Epstein had done. They've since removed those articles and agreed to pay her a substantial compensation. But one Sue Hamlin can be seen in this photo with Jeffrey Epstein describing her to be his alleged assistant, as well as this photo of her leaving Jeffrey Epstein's New York City apartment, describing her as a long-term confidant. A lot of stuff going on here, but the lesson is that this is all information that the DOJ wants to hide from us, but thank goodness the internet is still undefeated.
Also, I love that he's wearing a CIA t-shirt. James, great work. So many independent journalists. Thankfully for independent journalists, or this would have all been buried. I mean, if you just look to what the public was trying to say, they've even been trying to rehabilitate some of these people. Alan Dershowitz, it's unbelievable that this man has gone through so many people like Mark Levin and, of course, Barry Weiss, always the staunch defenders of Israel.
Now, I would like to ask you to do your own research into what I'm about to tell you. Can anybody in here tell me what company, what organization did Ghislaine Maxwell's sister create? I'm going to give you guys a second here, because I know that StreamYard and chat are, a few seconds apart. What did Ghislaine Maxwell's sister create? Bingo. I knew that Dodie would get this. Did you guys know that Ghislaine Maxwell's sister helped create the Amber Alert? You're hearing? Yep. Look into it yourself. Absolutely. I ask you to please, everything that we have talked about or will talk about, please look into this yourself. Okay? Did you know who else is in the Epstein files? So when I was a kid, we had one company that came every year to take our school pictures. That company was called LifeTouch. LifeTouch is also in the Epstein files, okay? LifeTouch. And I want you to please go look into this for yourself. Thank you, Dodie. Yep. Please go look into all of this for yourselves. Do not trust and believe anything I say here. This is all speculation. Like, Cinnamon, it's wild. Like, oh my gosh. The company that took pictures, and I'm pretty sure my kids, if I go looking, maybe not in the last few years, but previous years, LifeTouch was also the people taking their pictures. Tell 'em, Beans. Boom, Shutterfly. Also in the Epstein files. Like, I am literally doubting everything in life now, okay? Everything in life. So then let's let's take it to something funny, okay? We need a little distraction, and we're gonna watch something funny. And it's muted again.
I'm gonna teach you some of the new moves to get your groove in check. Y'all ready? Let's go. Jehovah Witness at the door, get low. Jehovah Witness at the door, get low. Jehovah Witness at the door, get low. Jesus coming back. Jesus coming back. Jesus coming back. Good. Y'all doing good. And the next one is called Get the Groceries Out the Car. We ain't taking 2 trips. We ain't taking 2 trips. Take it 2 trips. We ain't taking 2 trips. Now this one you're gonna need a little moxie, okay? Do you mind? 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 Get back. Do you mind? Get back. Do you mind? Get back. I slept wrong. I slept wrong. I slept wrong. I slept wrong. You see my phone? You see my phone? You see my phone? You see my phone? Call it. Call it. Ah! That ain't no water bug. That ain't no water bug. That ain't no water bug. That's a roach. That ain't no water bug. That ain't no water bug. It's a roach. What's up?
My favorite was we ain't making 2 trips. We ain't making 2 trips because that is me. I will break my motherfucking arms and fingers because I do not want to make 2 trips. No, thank you. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. All right, let's this is another little break. We're gonna watch this craziness pop off.
Wesley, I wouldn't have no issue with you, bro. If you just wanted to jack off on me, dog.
He said, if you didn't what? If you didn't jack off on me, dog. Excuse me? Can we roll it back?
Wesley, I wouldn't have no issue with you, bro. If you just wanted to jack off on me, dog.
Come again?
I wouldn't have no issue with you, bro. If you just wanted to jack off on me, dog. With a bow. You told Prince Gate you didn't jack off on me? I told you Prince Gate you didn't. No,
Chill. What did you say? It's funny because dude said Wesley and he said, yes, sir. Like, dude, I wouldn't have had no problem with you if you wouldn't have just jacked off on me. What kind of situation are you all in? What kind of living situation are you all in to where somebody could possibly be yacked off on? Shit is crazy.
I don't. Morris, I'm going to say it. That's some white people shit, okay? That is it. That is white people shit. Only white people do that, okay? Ain't nobody just gonna come up and be like, whack, whack. Nope. Disgusting.
Getting those fucking dentures out of the fucking town. Give them to me. Give them to me. Come on. Come on, Shannon.
Is she screaming, give me your dentures? She's gonna rip her dentures out of her mouth. Oh, Jesus.
To fight? You wanted to fight? Huh? You want to go too, Kirby? Or are we still fucking friends?
Whoa, demons just popped at her. You want to go too, Kirby? Or are we still fucking friends?
Shannon, here, eat some snow, bitch.
Here, eat some snow, bitch. Oh.
Getting those fucking dentures out of the fucking town. Give them to me. Give them to me. Come on. Come on, Shannon. Wanted to fight? You wanted to fight? Huh? You want to go too, Kirby? Or are we still fucking friends? Here, Shannon. Here, eat some snow, bitch.
I think her give a fuck busted. I don't know about y'all, but she does not give a fuck. Okay? She said, I don't care. And then this one is, it's funny. It's a joke about kind of how Pam Bondi answered questions during the hearing. If everyone answered questions like Pam Bondi.
Hey, baby.
No, hey, baby. So I know you're cheating on me.
The Dow is at 50,000.
Okay,
So
so
50,000.
I saw the text in your phone.
S&P, 7,000. Have you thought about that?
Haven't thought about that. Too busy thinking about you cheating on me.
Okay, so the stock market is kind of the best it's ever been. And I want to remind you to the first point that the Dow is at 50,000. The Dow.
Don't care about that, actually.
Dow.
Yeah, and I don't even think you know what that means, actually.
Well, it's the Dow.
Mm-hmm. The Dow.
Hey, baby.
No, hey, baby.
Dow. It's the Dow. And it's at 50,000. So who cares, you know? If she brings up Bitcoin, I'm going to be my Oh God. Here's a cute video about a horse whose name is Moosifer. Okay? They call him Moose for short. But his name is Moosifer, and he's a whole mess.
It's time for Moose the Menace to go be a menace outside. You have been cooped up too long, and the vet said you look great and that you need 30 minutes of outside playtime. Now it's my job to lead him, and I feel like I need prayers. So, how many people does it take? Okay. All right, Mama first.
Look at Mama. She is the Black Beauty. She is gorgeous. Her name is Raven. Oh, she is gorgeous.
How many people does it? Oh, Raven! Moose, you've never been able to run. Look at you, big boy. Oh, that's not very nice. That's Rachel. She's looking outside like, freedom. I'm finally free. Raven, go gallivant, honey. Take your baby. Oh, he does not know what to do with the legs at all. He has no clue what to do with them. They are in every direction, all at once. He looks like a draft cross baby. He's so thick. Oh. Oh, Lord. Here we go again. Raven is so excited just to be out of that stall. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. All the rompies, mostly from Raven. I kind of thought that she would be a little chiller. Hey.
Aren't they beautiful? I just love, I am so addicted to this. Her name's Katie Van Slyke. She has a little ranch and she breeds fancy horses, like big money horses. She gets embryos from other people and they bring her the horse embryo. I don't know how all this shit works. Don't ask me. But from what I'm gathering, they bring her an embryo and something, and she puts it inside her horses, kind of like what they do with women and other eggs. They get little eggs put in, I think they do the same thing over there, but she got fancy breeding horses.
Hey, don't run us over. Oh, my handsome man. He is so stunning. He's still a little lax. This is going to help him build that strength. He looks so much better than he did. What is he, 9 days old? Look at the muscle he already has, and he's been cooped up in a stall. Now, don't bring him to run into us, Raven. Oh, wow. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, Lord. Raven looks fantastic. Yes, you do, girl. Oh, my gosh. She has snapped back. Oh, he found the water tub. He loves him some water buckets and some water to play in. If you try to get in there, I swear, I'm not fishing you out. That's a you problem. Hi, big man. You look so good. You look so handsome. You flipped around pretty quick. Don't you run him into us. Don't you run him into us, Raven. Whoa. I don't trust those back hooves one bit. I've been wondering when she was going to roll. Watch out, Moose. Gonna get kicked. This is Mama's time. This is really for Mama. It's not for Moose. You're just her accessory right now. Oh, the toots. The toots and the romps.
Yeah, so they are so cute, and she runs a whole operation over there. Just like this Mama Raven, that is not actually her baby. So she carried it, but it's actually another horse's baby. So that little guy, Moose, he is like a over $1 million horse. So he will then, once he gets off of Mama's teat, he will then go to his actual owner, who paid big monies for him. Yes, surrogacies. Yeah, she's gonna, that little guy's gonna be big monies. So let's cut into a couple more of these, and then we will end off with some funny stuff before, we go out into the world for the day, because you always got to end on some funny. So let's watch a couple more serious, and then we'll watch some funny.
Hi, my name's Anushka.
And this is Anushka. She is actually one of the victims, well, survivors in the whole Epstein saga. So I follow her because what she says matters to me. It may not matter to people that it should matter to, but it matters to me. So I always make sure that I listen to every video and let her know that she matters.
Giorgio, and I'm a survivor of Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell. I was watching the response from Pam Bondi yesterday when she was asked if she would turn to the survivors and apologize for the way she and the administration have handled the release of the files. It was deeply disturbing to see her lack of willingness to acknowledge or take responsibility. A speech by Hubert H. Humphrey, former US Vice President, came to my mind. The moral test of government is how that government treats those who are in the dawn of life, the children, those who are in the twilight of life, the elderly, and those who are in the shadows of life, the sick, the needy, the handicapped. I'm very sad and disappointed that the people in leadership positions are showing none of these qualities that we want or need in our leaders. We must require more.
Amen. So, and I just want to say that one of the biggest, people that rally behind me in real life stuff and YouTube bullcrap, they messaged me and told me that they are proud of me for doing this stream and saying what I feel. So that made my whole day. Thank you, person. I love you and appreciate you. Look at me. I'm over here like, ha, I did big stuff.
Hey, doesn't her name sound like it should be some kind of STD medication? Like you hear on those commercials? Ask your doctor if Pembondi is right for you. I got gonorrhea herpes from 6 different partners, but my doctor recommended Pembondi. And now I'm just down to gonorrhea. Have you touched too many horcruxes today and your hand is slowly turning into rhinoceros skin? Try Pembondi. Uh-oh, I got too close to Christy Nome and I contracted cuntitis. But don't worry, 3 out of 17 doctors recommended Pembondi, and I'll be right as rain in 6 to 12 years. If I don't die first, I'm so happy my doctor recommended Pembondi to me because it saved my life, and then it gave me 6 more fatal diseases. Ask your doctor if Pembondi is right for you. Consult your doctor today if Pembondi is right for you because it may also cause increases in heart attack, stroke, dick falling off disease, gingivitis, heat stroke, trunk derangement syndrome, death, hot flashes, double vagina, fermenta cheese, gerbils in your ass, cancer, eyeballs popping out, tongue swelling, double death, smoke monster from loss coming out of your anus, dick hole cancer, ear bleeding, cotton mouth, horcrux hand, mega crazy super death, gonorrhea, and the common cold. Pembondi, it's slowly killing me. Hey, doesn't her...
Bondia. I can't. Oh God, this guy's a genius. You know that like this first comment says, I know SNL is mad that you thought of this first. And you know they are. They are so mad. How dare him think of this before SNL did? This was a pretty good one. Oh, this was, where was it at? It's hard when you're actually looking for certain ones and you're not just scrolling through them. Usually we just scroll through and we go where we go, but this time I had a direction. Not that one. Okay.
I went through the Epstein files so you don't have to, and this is what I found. The reason why we won't ever get a full unredacted version of the Epstein files is because it's not all photos and emails. It's like he made snuff films. Looking through his emails, he talked about making a film with Snow White, and here we have Snow White. Film movie, Snow White, would love to take photos of you in Snow White costume. Here's more costumes for those films. Here is police uniforms, and here's him wearing one. School uniform, kids. Oh, here we have some nursing costume. Next, there was a bunch of bedrooms, and I mean a bunch. And look at these, like none of these have windows. And there was a bunch of like living spaces with living areas and kitchen areas, and it led me to believe that like he kept some of his victims there or he had regular visitors. I also found this on his Amazon list, and there was a ton of stuff. There was a bunch of stuff like dietary pills, old people like vitamins. There was a bunch of stuff for sleep apnea.
And this, what is that? Why are these?
When I saw this picture, I was speechless because that is a child. That's a child. This is another child. Him with two more children. And this wouldn't be odd if he had like a child and like you would frame a picture of your child up in the kitchen, except he doesn't have children. That's weird. There's a tied up woman on his desk. And this one really made me sad because this looks like a case of Stockholm Syndrome. This really weirded me out because why is there a chair there? This is like in the elevator. Why is there a chair there and then like a fan? Like I just thought that was weird. I had to take a picture of that. Another child, and this guy was in there a lot. This is Sultan Ahmed bin Saleem. He's a businessman worth over $7 billion from Dubai, and supposedly is the one who said he enjoyed the torture video. And when I say he's in there a lot, I mean a lot. Like there was pictures of him baking with Epstein. Like he was in there a lot. This really grossed me out. This has done an insane amount to my mental health. And so every night I've been saying like a decade of the rosary. And like, I just want to remind you guys to take care of yourself, especially after you watch this video.
Yes, mental health breaks from this shit. Like, that's why I gotta like clear out the For You page, because I've figured out a hack now to clear out the For You page. Another TikTok person showed us all how to do it, because sometimes this shit gets overwhelming. Like, and there's a lot of it. Like, if you go to that website that I dropped, there is so much. And it's so bad. Like, when babies are born, I forget the white stuff that they're covered in. Starts with an M or an A. I can't remember, but you can Google that. That's also in the files as like cream cheese is what they call it. And like there's a whole, there's an email that, and this is graphic, so please, protect your ears if you don't want to hear it, but there's also an email in there that says that if you want to get the babies to suck harder, you need to play sounds of the mom. Like, the fuck? What are, like, why is that even in there? Like, it's so bad. So you absolutely take so many mental health breaks, right? Like, don't try to power through it because it's so bad. So, yes, Dodie, it's so bad. So, and if you don't believe me, like, go look into it yourself. But I feel like we're wasting a lot of time on stupid, pointless YouTube bullshit when there's so much real life stuff going on out there that maybe we can make a change somehow. Like, I need to know what I can do on my level to help in this. Like, I don't even know how to help. I just feel like we're wasting so much time on other shit when we could all come together regardless of political background and figure out what the fuck to do for this. And where the fuck is Nancy? Where's Nancy? Yes, the J-mail, J-mail half pint, that one. That's every single drop that we've had in the Epstein, every email, all the pictures, everything that's been released, you can find it on J-mail, the letter J, mail.world. View at your own discretion and take mental health breaks. So mental health breaks are good, just like this one.
We gotta kick those boys away. We brought too many boys to the yard. Get away, boys. We ain't got enough milkshake for everybody. Like McDonald's, the ice cream machine is broken down. We gotta kick.
Would you be an angel to save whatever the fuck this is? Hi, I'm Teresa Croak. Every day, these dolls are forgotten and neglected just because people think they're terrifying. They're left strung up on a girder above the cashier at Abracadabra on 21st Street, and they're crying out for your help. Adopt a doll of the forevermore into your heart and into your home. Last week, I rescued Shirley and Ringo. They were so happy on our way home. I didn't even mind when all my real teeth started dropping out of my mouth. They're precious, helpless creatures whose only crime has been whatever dark act the soul bound within them did when it was alive. They're not scary. Everyone needs to stop saying they're scary because they're not scary. They're fine. I'm fine. I need you to take them with you. And if you do, please don't look under their masks. Right now, there's a Forevermore doll who needs you. Will you give them the help they need? They were like us once. Come to Abracadabra NYC or on their website. Pick one up today.
I'm telling you, that's marketing, okay? That is marketing. I don't know who makes their videos for their weird little dolls, but I want all of them now, okay? And it's just because of the marketing. That's it. So good marketing. Good for them. You know?
Who?
Jesus.
That man?
Yes.
Okay, maybe Jesus is present. Well, we're all made in his image.
No, this is Jesus.
Okay.
Her response was, we're all made in his image. I love it. It's so cute.
Who?
Jesus.
That man?
Yes.
Okay, maybe Jesus is present. Well, we're all made in his image.
No, this is Jesus.
No,
Okay.
that's Jesus. She said, no, that's Jesus. Hey, Honeybee, if you're still in here, Beans is looking for you, just FYI.
And here we are at part 5 of things that my mom got for me at the thrift store that she thought I might like. Hi, Barbie. How you doing?
6. Hidden Valley Ranch. So suppose they will find you. Hidden Valley Ranch will guide you. Hot wings, not without you. Hidden Valley Ranch. Thank you.
Hidden Valley Ranch. Oh God. That's wild. Oh, Jesus Christ. More YouTube dramas that I ain't involved in. It ain't my business. No, it ain't my business. All right, and click on another funny one here. Robots are never going to take over the world. Do you see this? It can't even shovel. I love those robots, though. I want like 6 of them. They're adorable. They're absolutely the coolest thing I've ever seen.
Like a muppy in a drain for the cougar hard move. Small as chicken, make them scream, set them up with board. Count the hay bag. Sue a nigga, said they boss. They to the proud time, they said 11's got a market. He can't sit down for the show as a popcorn toy. Man, me, he cut the hoe, she said she like I band. I get her where I get the singing, thought you just might dance me. I try to speak a scatter rap game, but my
I ain't staying in that part of town. Nope. You can take me the hell up out of there.
My family of 6 has a poop knife. Keep it in our vinegar bucket with our xylospongiums. If you don't know what a xylospongium is, this is what you wipe with instead of toilet paper. The wetness is from soaking in vinegar. Every family needs a poop knife. So we also have something extra in here. If you really need it, we have a sponge.
Why would you need it? The stick didn't do the job! My mom is on this app! This is why it do matter what you do on your own time! I don't care what you do on your own time! It matters what you do on your own time! And we should be caring about it!
And it just works really well.
For the magic erasing!
My family of 6 has a poop knife.
That is disgusting. Please tell me that is rage bait. Please tell me that's rage bait. There ain't no way in hell y'all just be doing shit like that in 2026, right? Like, come on. You're doing too much. You are doing way too much.
Right, I rock it right that she working that I don't know how to act. Slow motion for me, slow motion for me, slow motion for me, move it slow motion for me. Right, I rock it right that she working that I don't know how to act. Slow motion for me, slow motion for me, slow motion for me, move it slow motion for me.
I'm busy right now.
That's why I say you work on that back, the roast. That's what I talk about. The polka back. You don't like a juvenile? I rack it like that. Slow cooking for me. Slow cooking for me.
That's become my new favorite way to sing it, and I'm never going to sing it any other way ever again. So I'm just saying, you're going to have to deal with that from now on. I rack it like that. This is singing from Beans. I popped out a tit. I can't. Oh no. All right. Let me see if I can send it to copy the link. Okay. And then if I send it to good old Ghosty, I should be able to pull it up that way. Oh, yep, that should work. All right, so we have our outro song today. So we will play that on our way out, thanks to the wonderful Lightning Viper. Aw! Oh, wait, you could have just dropped it in here and me grabbed it that way. I made it difficult for myself. Yeah, but it's fine. We got it there, you know? We got it there. One way or another, we got it. So let's find another couple funny ones to go out on before we... Oh, and can we take like 2 seconds and be like, where the fuck is Nancy? Where's Nancy? Okay? Sometimes it feels like this right here, you know? And thanks to Dodie, okay, and Kimmykins, they are giving me constant updates on Nancy Guthrie. We are, constantly we getting them links going. We are watching the Nancy Guthrie, okay? Where is Nancy?
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Me? Just hanging around.
What are you
That's how it feels. What are you doing? Where's Nancy? So, all right. Here's another one.
Yeah, listen. We fucked up. Yeah.
We fucked up. And I feel this one into my soul every time someone says there's breaking news about Nancy Guthrie. I am on it, and there's no breaking news. Stop that. Quit clickbaiting. Stop it. That's how it is. Yeah, we will see Mama T soon. Yes, we will. All right, and we're going to play this one for Beans. Share this tab.
Sir?
Oh.
Anything yet? Nothing yet, sir. How about you?
Not a thing, sir.
What about you guys? We ain't found shit.
That's how it feels. I can't deny that. we just, where's Nancy? Why are we not getting any updates or answers? All right. But no, we over here worried about fucking YouTube drama, you know? Not the fact that millions of fucking weirdos are out here like eating people. No, we just gonna worry all about the YouTube drama. People running our country. We just gonna worry about the YouTube drama. It's cool, whatever. All right, so we are going to, and remember that is jmail.world. So definitely at your own discretion, check that out. Take mental health breaks. Mental health breaks are needed regardless. So we are going to, on our way out, we are going to play this lovely song that Viper made. And I will see y'all over at Mama T's. And don't forget, later this evening, we do have Mark Terry's channel funeral. Okay, have your eulogies ready. We will be reading them. We will have an open panel. People can come up, give their condolences on the channel loss. It is going to be a great time. So I will see you guys at both of those. And y'all have a beautiful day.
Drums in the distance, boots on the ground. Truth gets buried, don't make a sound. Headlines flash, but they fade somehow. Tell me, do you see us now? Cameras on where the cold wind blows. Names are raised and nobody knows. Families cry at a border fence. Silence signed in self-defense. File sealed with a paper crown. Justice lost but profits found. Island shores where the secrets sleep. Promises politicians keep. Flights at midnight, blacked out logs. Smiles on faces, hearts like fog. Whispers travel but never loud. Power shields them in a crowd. They don't hear us, they don't speak. They protect the strong, ignore the weak. When the truth comes close, they shut it down. Tell me, do you see us now? Hands up high, but we're pushed aside. Monsters dressed up in suit and tie. If justice lies, it won't back down. Tell me, do you see us now? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Money moves where the guilt should stay. Deals are made and swept away. Victim voices tremble thin while wolves just grin and grin. History writes what power allows. Truth gets lost in sacred vows. Remember the name Jeffrey Epstein. Remember the cell. Remember the chain. Remember the island far from pain where suffering fell like acid rain. Out on Little St. James saying how many knew who raised a hand. They don't fear us, they don't bend. They protect their own again and again. When the spotlight fades, they wear the crown. Tell me, do you see us now? Broken systems, hollow vows. Truth is shaking every house. We won't whisper, we won't bow. Tell me, do you see us now? Broken systems, hollow vows. Truth is shaking every house. We won't whisper, we won't bow. Tell me, do you see us now? Red or blue, it's the same parade. Different mask, but the same charade. Left wing, right wing, same dark bird. Feeding silence over word. If justice sleeps behind closed doors, who are all these prisons for? But we are louder than their lies. We are fire in open skies. We are names they can't erase. We are every hidden face, from frozen cells to courtroom halls. We are rising through the wall. We stand tall, truth don't tremble when it calls. From city streets to sacred ground, you can hear us now.
No more secrets, no more games, no more hiding guilty names. If justice lives, it's here and now. You can hear us now. Ooh, 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 you can hear us now.
Drums still echo, hearts still pound. Every silence has a sound. You can lock the door somehow, but you can't unhear us now.